Hello everybody, my name is the Scorpion and welcome to Project Cars. Now I've only just downloaded this game, so yeah, bear with me. I haven't played this game for like any time at all. Oh, just gone to a cutscene again. So yeah, like I said, only just downloaded this game. I bought it in the Steam winter sale. You get it for like 30 New Zealand dollars, so that's like 20 American dollars or something like that. I think it's a really good deal. It comes with all the DLC if you do that, 75% off. I'm pretty sure the deal's still on. It goes on through until like the first week of January or something, maybe even longer than that. So I've had a couple of quick races around the Nürburgring and a couple of other tracks like Bathurst and Ruapuna. If you don't know what those tracks are, then just don't even bother. So one thing that I've been really liking about this game compared to, say, its competitor Assetto Corsa is it seems it doesn't seem so serious. I suppose that's the word to say. With Assetto Corsa, everything about it is very serious. You've got tyre pressure, you've got camber of the wheels. I mean, I know you can fiddle around with those sort of things in this game as well, but in that game it seems more serious and more focused on the whole performance of the cars and all that sort of stuff. So I mean, I know that even this game as well, it takes into consideration the ambient temperature and the track temperature as well. At least I think it does. I know that Assetto Corsa does. So I'm going to assume this game does as well. It just doesn't seem so serious compared to Assetto Corsa. The ambience in this game, like the track and like all the people that are the spectators in this game, and there's even like a helicopter flying around in the Nürburgring. You just don't get any of that on Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa is just purely for driving. This is sort of more of a friendlier simulation game, I suppose you could say. It's actually really good. I really like it. I do like Assetto Corsa as well. It's a great game, but now that I've played this, I'm starting to like this game a lot. So I had a quick little run in the this Type 49C Cosworth. That's a really good car. It's a really good car for the track. I haven't really had any races in any of these other cars. I'm thinking cars like this probably won't be very good around the Nürburgring because they're so low to the ground. They probably need a flat racing track. I mean, I could be wrong. I had a little try on the P1. That thing's quite scary. I actually take Jeremy Clarkson's word for it that it actually wants to kill you. AMG GT3 is a great car as well. I had a little race in that. Had a little race in the AMG C Coupe DTM. That was quite fun actually. So I think probably what I'll do is I'll stick with the Type 49C because I actually quite like how that drives. Since it's one of the very, well, it's not the first Formula 1 cars, but since it's an old car, it's got no power steering or anything, no steering aids. It's just got your standard rack and pinion steering. Well, I'm pretty sure it would have rack and pinion steering. So I actually do have a steering wheel here. I've got a Logitech Driving Force GT. It's a very old steering wheel. It's actually my brother's, but he no longer uses it anymore, so I use it. It's quite loud, as you heard. It's got straight cut gears, so it's quite a noisy thing. The hand shifter doesn't actually work, and I'm quite disappointed that they've only fixed it to the right hand side of the steering wheel set. You can't move it over to the left hand side. Say for example if you were in New Zealand or Australia or even the UK for that matter, you can't move it over to the left hand side, but that's alright. It's broken anyway. I think someone stood on it, so I just used the wee buttons on the back of the steering wheel, which I'm going to assume act as like flappy paddles, but for games like Euro Truck Simulator, use them for like indicators and that. So anyway, so yeah, I managed to get my steering wheel working.
2,000 years later.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, fuck.
Alrighty. My back was hurting there a little bit from the horrible angle that I'm holding the steering wheel at. So there we go. My best lap is 9:39, which, to be honest, I think is a pretty decent number. I don't know I don't know if someone's gone fast around the track in this thing. There's probably a video of someone doing that. But you saw that there were a couple of slip-ups, which, yeah, I was just throttling a little bit too hard. And then the thing I like about the old cars is that since they don't have traction control, you have to be a little bit more wired, like when you're driving. So, for example, when I was driving, the the rear end of the car was sort of wiggling out of place sometimes, so I'd let off the accelerator just a little bit and then straighten up the steering wheel a little bit just to get it back in line. There was one area where that didn't work very well, and there was a couple of other areas which weren't very good as well. The turn where you go 180 degrees, which is probably the most noticeable thing about the Nürburgring. Well, that's probably the most recognisable part of the track, where you go into the little ditch and your car's on sort of a 20-30 degree angle as you're going around a bend. Driving a car that doesn't have power steering compared to one that does, you do notice like you get more feedback from the road, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. So that was, no, it was really nice, and I actually really like this Lotus. It's actually quite cool. I love the sound it makes as well. The sound of that Cosworth V8 is amazing. I think it's a DFV, I believe that's what they called the V8. It's a DFV. They were used in a lot of Formula 1 cars. So yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Try not to give me too much crap about my horrible driving. Like I said, I've only had this game for a wee while, a couple of hours, and yeah, just getting into the hang of it. So you'll probably see some more videos. Probably not me commentating, if that's even a word. Put it this way, I will just be doing videos of me driving, at least trying my best to drive my best, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.